On the very last day, they brought me in and I got makeup on and waited around a couple hours. And then when they got to the scene, everybody realized I wasn't in the scene.
Hey everyone, I'm Lindsay Miller and I'm here today with Clark Duke. How's it going?
Very well, how are you?
Good, so you're a busy guy right now.
Yeah.
You have The Office, you've got the Croods coming out.
Yep. It's been pretty crazy because I also shot Kick-Ass 2
right,
while I was
yeah.
doing The Office, which comes out in August. So yeah, it's been a busy year, thank goodness.
Yeah, and you guys just wrapped The Office last weekend.
Last Saturday, yeah.
Did you work on that last day?
I did. Well, on the very last day, they brought me in and I got makeup on and waited around a couple hours. And then when they got to the scene, everybody realized I wasn't in the scene. So they just sent me home. So I got to do my hugging and emotional goodbye.
Yeah, at least you got
lunchtime.
to be there. Now I know that you came in a little later on in the series, but what was it like to be a part of that whole experience? I mean, it's one of the most beloved shows on TV.
It was, and it was one of my favorite shows too. I mean, including the British Office. Before it was kind of weirdly full circle for me.
Yeah.
Because I was really into the British Office in college, and it kind of inspired Clark and Michael.
Yeah.
The show I did. I mean, pretty directly inspired. You know, I'd always kind of got compared to Rainn Wilson too. People always said I looked like him, and stuff like that. So it was kind of surreal. I mean,
yeah.
I was very flattered they asked me, and I'm really glad I got to be a part of it.
Did you guys take any mementos from the set? I did read that all the printers and the computers are real.
Yeah, all the phones are hooked up, everything's
Yeah.
real. And there's like a ceiling in the set, which is the other reason it feels really real.
That's always the sure sign of a set is when
Yeah, there's
you
no
see a
ceiling usually,
yeah.
but there's they have like 8-foot ceilings, like they're noticeably low. It's almost like claustrophobic feeling.
Like a office full of
Like a
cubicles
real
would
office.
be, right?
I didn't really take anything. I took all my undershirts, because there were these nice J. Crew undershirts I liked. I took one tie. There was one tie I liked, this square bottom one. But that's it.
You didn't ransack.
No,
the
they're
computers and
really
printers.
like,
yeah.
everybody kind of had claims on every memento in the office. It
I
would have
can
been weird if I
imagine.
would have stole something.
So I'm always interested when you're doing an animated film like this because it's got to be a little bit of a weird experience for an actor.
It's a little bizarre. I mean, you recorded, or I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but on this I recorded over like 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
And you never record with the other actors for the most part. So it's definitely a unique experience, but watching the finished film is so mind-blowing.
Yeah.
You know, to see your voice, and especially how they take all your little vocal and facial tics and pauses and stutters and breaths, and it's reflected in this character really
Yeah.
exactly.
It's really cool, the artistry behind it.
It's super cool.
Well, tell me about Kick-Ass 2 as well, because the trailer just came out. Fans are really excited for this.
Yeah.
Marty gets a costume this
Yeah.
time around. That had to
Yeah.
be exciting for you.
Yeah, I'm battle guy.
So did you have any role in kind of developing what that would look like?
Yeah, especially the mask initially was a completely different kind of almost like paintball or urban warfare inspired type of thing. And I really wanted it to look like as much like the John Romita drawing as possible,
Yeah.
like this kind of Captain America bootleg. But they want to be able to see your mouth for the most part.
Yeah.
So everybody's, they couldn't do just the solid mask, but it's got the star, and it's just I just wanted a cheesy just a stocking on my head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just want it to be as low rent as possible.
That seems so much more authentic to the
it's
character,
great.
right?
It's great.
Yeah.
Super uncomfortable to wear for 12 hours a day for 2 or 3 months, but
Now you're busy with movies too, but you did kind of get your start with Michael doing this web series. So are you in the midst of creating any new shows? What are you working on?
I'm starting a movie in a couple weeks called A Friggin' Christmas Miracle, which sounds, it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun with Joel McHale and some people. And then it looks like we're gonna do Hot Tub 2.
And you also have ACOD coming out soon,
ACOD,
which is exciting. Amazing cast
I don't
in
know
that
when
one
it comes
too.
out though.
So now moving on from The Office, doing all this movie stuff, what do you want to do over the next few years? Where do you want to go from here? Because I feel like you do such a blend of things. You could have such a launching pad,
Yeah, I wrote this, I just wrote a feature that I really want to direct
Cool.
from this book I optioned, so I really want to get that going.
And is that a comedy as well?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
So maybe we'll see some more
It's
dramatic
like a
work.
crime thing. I mean, it's funny in parts, but it's funny like a Coen Brothers movie is funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, have you imagined any sort of future for Clark from The Office? Or do you even think about it? Like, where would he be in 5 years?
It's kind of addressed in the last episode.
Okay.
Without giving anything away.
Yeah.
Unless that all gets cut out.
And then we'll never know, right?
Yeah, which happens a lot on The Office.
Yeah.
Like you'll shoot huge amounts of stuff that are like, then you watch it and you're like, huh, that was 2 days of shooting that is not on TV.
Can you tell us the last line that you said on the show without giving anything away? Or do you
No,
remember?
because it would give the whole thing away.
It would, okay.
Yeah, it literally would give the entire thing away.
Well, we would like to stay surprised. I mean,
Right.
everybody's asking for spoilers,
Yeah,
but
I don't know why they like, what do you want?
yeah, I'd rather
Wait a
just watch
month,
the show
and then the
have
show's
it be
never
new.
on ever again. Just wait a month.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for coming
course.
by today. Catch The Office on Thursday nights and The Croods in theaters now.